Hello, everyone. I am Carly, and on this channel, we talk about conscious creative leadership, what it is, we explore it together, and how to be more conscious creative leaders through the age of human disruption. And in this video, I wanted to take a moment to talk about a very important astrological movement that's happening. I use astrology a lot in my own simply the wisdom of the stars and the planets, and in understanding cosmic rhythm. Right? Everything has a rhythm. And astrology helps us to better understand our internal rhythm and the natural rhythm and some of these larger cycles within that are mapped in the sky, but truly a map of our own consciousness. So one of the major transits that's occurring actually at the start of my next workshop date, March 23rd of this year, 2023, we have Pluto going into Aquarius. Okay, so if you Pluto goes around, it takes about 250 years for it to go around the entire chart. At this point in time, it's the planet at the furthest point of consciousness that's within our astrological understanding of consciousness right now. I actually think that's changing soon, but Pluto is our largest cycle, right? And then it goes through. It takes about 20 years to go through each of the zodiac signs, and so we are coming into Aquarius. So moving towards the end of a much larger 250-year cycle. The last time that Pluto was going into Aquarius was the age of revolution. That was 1777. So 1776, 1777 through 1779. We all know everything. Boom, all of the revolutions that took place at that moment in time, leading to, of course, the Industrial Revolution that then followed it. But what is most important at this moment in time is to understand that revolution, the rising of the people, the awareness of individuality within the system. Does the system support the people? Questions around sovereignty, right? These have been rising in the consciousness. And when Pluto, the transformer, Pluto is representing the part of our individual and our collective consciousness that really alchemizes. So Pluto gets in there and it takes the shadow, right? It takes everything that's dark and dense and must be transformed and must be seen. And it brings it. Pluto's going to go ahead and pull it out from the shadows and go, here's the lead, here's the darkness, here's the density. What will you do with it? And this is why alchemy is so important, and why Pluto in Scorpio is also associated with the alchemical process, because lead, darkness, and density is energy. Just depends on how you want to use it. And so Pluto is going to start its transit. It'll go through Aquarius over the next approximately 20 years. And it is certainly, I'm sure that you're aware, all of us are aware of the revolutionary energy that has been simmering and is starting to boil. And I think that we can all expect that energy within us and within the collective to hit a boiling point at this moment in time. And so the opportunity, I want to speak to revolution, technology, and higher innovation. Okay, revolution, technology, and higher innovation. So the revolution, we have a lower aspect of revolution, which usually is rebellion. Rebellion coming from an anger frequency. Rebellion being I will fight the powers that be and end up becoming the monster myself. Right? I don't care what I damage or who I hurt along the way. And so we do have that aspect of Uranus, of Aquarius. Aquarius is can be the revolutionary leader, the high consciousness embodiment of sovereignty, and can really bring in the high conscious revolutionary leader who's ready to take responsibility, who gives responsibility to all people, who says, you step up, you step up, you step up, you step up, and you step up for you, and you step into your power. Right? Or we have the rebel, and the rebel energy can be kind of fun at certain points in our life. But I'll tell you, when it comes to collective manifestation, it is probably an energy that we would prefer to transmute and move into more of conscious revolutionary leadership. So we will see the conversation shift in the next the next 10 years for sure. There will be a battle over what it means to be free, what it means to be free, who has a right to be free, who has a right to speak, who does not. Nothing is new in the way that we have visited this many times before. Again, this revolutionary energy was just with us. It's about 250 years ago. That said, every time that we revisit this, we're spiraling, hopefully, up into higher consciousness. And so we have an opportunity to become better and better revolutionary leaders, more and more sovereign beings, and to really take ownership and walk the talk, right? Stand firm, stand and hold that energy within the heart and ask the heart, am I in coherence with that vibration? Am I doing what I believe? Aquarius is going to look a lot at that, right? Not speaking one way and doing another. So that is something to be aware of. The revolution is here. The revolution will intensify. And it is an incredible opportunity for us to take the lower density expression of rebellion and violence and find a different way, find a higher revolution to participate in, to contribute to, and to lead. And that will be the challenge of conscious creative leaders at this time, because there will be a need to assert leadership. There will be a force that is part of the process, that is something to be appreciated, that's going to create the friction so that higher revolution can occur. The other one is technology. So this will be a big one, right? Pluto bringing in the dense energy, showing us what is the shadow of our technology. And I'm sure there's a lot of awareness here around some of this discussion. So we will see and have to deeply question as a collective whether our technological advancements at this time have actually been in the favor of human development and humanity as a whole, and what that means. We will see some of the impact of technology when it is not created in a conscious way, when it is not created for the good of humanity, when it is created and when it has a different intent. We will question technology's role in our lives. And most importantly, I believe, as this energy, as this kind of darker aspect of the technological world begins to reveal itself, the larger conversation gets very exciting around what is possible, what is higher technology, what is conscious technology, what other technology can we imagine, how else can we interact with technology, how can we think about technology differently. So these will be very important questions during this time. And we will again see both the darker aspects of what we have created, and we will begin to see, if we choose to, we'll begin to see dialogues around what a higher version of that would be. And so we can have this brings us to innovation, massive innovation from a revolutionary concept. So the sovereign individuals, what systems actually support people, are actually empowering people, and which ones are not. How do we empower the collective while holding individuation, while allowing people to, coming from an individualized state. These will all be the questions around this time period, which is why it is so exciting. And really the highest aspect and what I'm most excited about in the decades to come here is how we will innovate differently. Innovation happens as we have individuals, so highly individuated, strong, sovereign, empowered individuals, who then from a different level, a higher level of consciousness, start to interact and co-create and innovate together. And this will lead to higher innovation in our sense of governance, different systems of governing, different systems of again, infrastructure, technology, things that do not create the top down where we've already been, the pyramid collapsing, but really that power from the bottom, and encouraging the empowerment and the strength of every single individual piece of consciousness. So these are some of the exciting energies and questions and opportunities that are ahead as we surf this time of disruption, as we surf Pluto's movement, and things to remember, right? That we will see the density. We will be exposed to and forced, if we have avoided seeing, forced to see some of the harder, more challenging, darker aspects of this energy. We will see rebellion that's not coming from a high consciousness state. We will see the use of technology used to control and manipulate people instead of empowering. We will see the use of technology used to take away, to disassociate from consciousness, to separate ourselves further from higher consciousness instead of bringing us more, instead of integrating us further or expanding our consciousness. We will see innovations that do not serve the human quality of life or our conscious evolutionary path. All of that will become clearer and clearer. And for conscious creative leaders during this time, it is our job to see it, to discern it, to deeply contemplate and to deeply figure out where we sit, what energy we want to hold, what energy we want to support, what narratives we want to participate in, and to release anything that has not served, that has come previously, to let it go so that we can start to anchor new paradigm energy. And new paradigm leaders will rise. Each and every one of you will, each and every one of you that's watching and people all over the world, we will see new paradigm leaders rise who are not going to have famous faces, who are not going to be highly accredited from different institutions. They will be everyday people who have been working on themselves, raising consciousness, have an innovative heart activated, and a heart activated that then can come into the higher mind, and really speaking for and supporting the larger, what is best for the evolutionary path for humanity. So exciting times ahead, and look forward to discussing more.